From the Mount Washington Radio Group online newsroom, I'm Gare McKenzie, fresh off his participation as the youngest U.S. biathlete at the Sochi Winter Olympic Games. Conway Olympian 18-year-old Sean Doherty had an outstanding weekend of competition at the IBU Youth Junior World Biathlon Championships in Presque Isle, Maine. Portland Press Herald reports Doherty made the championships, quote, his personal playground Sunday afternoon, winning the youth men's 10K pursuit with a time of 28 minutes, 51.8 seconds. The Press Herald reports Doherty hit his first 14 shots, all 10 prone and the first 4 standing, missing only 3 overall, and says it was Doherty's second win of the weekend, as he also took gold in the 7.5K sprint on Friday. It's awesome, Doherty tells the Press Herald. It's so incredibly satisfying when it comes together in a race like today, and to really have that in front of the home crowd just makes it better. The town of Conway holds 2 deliberative meetings for voters this week. The annual Conway School District meeting to consider the 2014-2015 budget will be held tonight at Kennett High School starting at 7 o'clock. The Municipal Budget Committee has proposed an operating budget of about $33,849,000, about $250,000 less than what the school board is requesting. SAU 9 Superintendent Dr. Carl Nelson says all the articles to be considered are important, but he's concerned about Article 13 that states, quote, shall we adopt the provisions of RSA 32-5-B and implement a tax cap whereby the Conway School Board Budget Committee shall not submit a recommended budget that increases the amount to be raised by local taxes based on the prior fiscal year's actual amount of local taxes raised by more than 2.5%. The article is recommended by the Budget Committee but not by the school board. Nelson's concern is if the article passes, which would require a 3/5 majority of voters, the most the board might be able to increase its spending might be by about $430,000, an amount that an increase in teachers' contracts could use up alone or could prevent the board from buying another essential item for the schools. Nelson also cites Articles 5, 7, and 8 as being important as they deal with collective bargaining and union contracts. Town budget items will be considered Wednesday night at Kennett High School at 7 o'clock. Final voting will be held next month on Tuesday, April 8th. In Maine news, the Maine Legislative Panel is once again examining a bill that would expand Medicaid under the federal health care law and make other significant changes to the state's program. The Health and Human Services Committee holds a work session today on the Medicaid expansion measure crafted by 2 Republican senators. The committee is expected to vote on the bill this week. The measure would expand coverage to roughly 70,000 Mainers and implement managed care in the program. Under managed care, the state would contract with 3 or 4 organizations that would compete for patients and set up provider networks across the state. The bill's aimed at garnering more GOP votes to override a veto by Republican Governor Paul LePage, who says the expansion will be too costly. In sports, in men's college basketball, Maine beat New Hampshire 73-69 yesterday to lock up the number 7 seed in the America East Conference Tournament. The Boston Bruins beat the Rangers 6-3 last night for their first season sweep of New York in 31 years. And the Red Sox beat the Baltimore Orioles 8-6 yesterday in exhibition play in Florida. The Red Sox take on Jeff Locke's Pittsburgh Pirates this afternoon. In the weather, mostly sunny today, highs 15 to 22. Northwest winds around 10 miles per hour. Mostly clear tonight. Cold with lows around 11 below to 7 below zero with light winds. And partly sunny on Tuesday, highs around 20. From the Mount Washington Radio Group online newsroom, I'm Gare McKenzie.